morning, everyone. It is what's the time? 8:30. I've been dozing on and off since about 5:30, but yeah, didn't get a very good night's sleep. Pillow's really noisy, airbed's really noisy, but yeah, I'll get used to it. I will, because I've done this before, so I'm not too worried. Sorry. It started raining about 6:30. It's been raining on and off since, so I just took the opportunity to go for a wee. But yeah, tent's holding up well. I love having the space in my bedroom. It's great. I'm not sure whether I was hot or cold last night. So I'm going to try sleeping in a hoodie tonight. To see if that's a bit more comfortable, because I did pull my blanket right up over me at one point because I felt so cold, but then like in the next breath I was like warm, so yeah, I'm not too sure quite what's going on there. I don't quite know how I feel this morning actually. My stomach's not still playing up, I know that much, but I just don't feel like food. Just not hungry. So I'm not going to do myself any breakfast. I had plans, I was going to do myself like scrambled eggs and stuff like that. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to ignore breakfast because the eggs will last. And I'll do myself some lunch a little bit later if I feel hungry. But at the moment, I just don't feel like eating. And I think a lot of that is the anxiety of not knowing how my stomach's going to react to food anymore. And I have quite a lot of food with me, and I want to make sure I enjoy what I eat. Can't abide food wastage, so I'm going to try and limit what I do actually eat. So yeah, I'll do lunch a little bit later, and see how we get on. Try not to waste too much food, because the stuff I've bought with me is going to be lovely, and I'm going to enjoy it when I'm eating it. But yeah, it's just a paranoia of how my stomach's going to react. I've been fine now for a couple of days, but it's just getting a bit crazy. I can't wait to get this diagnosed. Don't quite know what I'm going to do this morning. I think I might try and get a little bit more sleep actually. And then I'll get up and yeah, see where we're at. But at the moment, I might put a kettle on, have a cup of tea. I might do that. Do I do that? Should I do that? Maybe not. We'll see. But yeah, I will bring you guys back, or I'll come back to you guys, or whatever, a little bit later when I've decided what the plan for the day is. And yeah, alright then guys, I'll catch up with you in a bit. Teddy bear. Hey guys, it's a couple of hours later. I've dossed in bed a lot longer than I'd planned to. I just don't feel like doing anything. Starting to feel like I need to get up and get going now, but also feel rather tempted to climb back into bed, which just means I lose my day, I waste my day. I don't really want to do that. I definitely don't feel like eating, or if I do feel like eating, I'm only going to have some like crisps or something, just nothing too heavy. I've got a lot of tidying up to do from last night, so I really should do that as well. But yeah, I don't feel like crap. I just feel really uncomfortable and really not quite right. Oh, sorry. I genuinely feel like I shouldn't have come. Like I should have stayed at home and just had 4 days dossing at home. but if I'd stayed at home, I probably would have regretted it. So it's just, yeah, it's such a, I feel such a mix of emotions at the moment. Like, if my tent was dry, and it's not, it's sodden, there's a very big part of me that's like, oh, sod this, I'll just pack up and go home. And there's still a bit of me that thinks that maybe if everything dries up this afternoon, I might well do that. I just don't feel right being here, and it's just, yeah, it's a real shame. I don't know whether it's partly weather related, because although it's not chucking it down with rain, it's grey, it's cloudy, it's not overly warm, and the wind is blowing a bit. Not enough for me to worry about, but yeah, I don't know what my best option is at the moment. I'm going to try and keep everything, not spread everything out like I do normally when I camp. I normally unpack everything and get myself all sorted out. I'm going to try and not do that. I'm going to try and keep everything ready to go, just in case I sort of make my mind up that I'm going, so that I can go. I mean, obviously my bedding is all out, and chairs and tables and stuff like that, but yeah, I don't know, it's, the whole situation with my stomach is so weird, because like, I can be doing absolutely nothing and feel wretched, and then maybe a matter of minutes later I feel absolutely fine, ready to take on the world, and then like give it half hour, an hour, and I go back to feeling wretched again, and nothing changes. I don't eat, I don't drink, so yeah, yeah. I'm gonna get dressed, see whether that makes me feel a bit better. Go up to the toilets, brush my teeth and everything, get myself sort of started for the day. Sit out front. Sorry, read some of my book. Yeah, maybe I'll do that, get dressed. Teeth, book. And see if that makes me feel a bit more awake and alive. Yeah. Alright guys, well, my book's on my phone, so I won't be able to record me reading. Unless I get a GoPro. We'll see whether we get the GoPro. Alright guys, yeah, I'll come back to you in a bit. So, I'm up, I'm dressed. It's not very warm out here. I haven't got any socks on, so I'm gonna go and get those. I actually turned the camera on to get a little robin redbreast who had decided to land on my guy lines, but he flew off before I could, so that's a bit disappointing. Stomach is gurgling, making lots of noises, suggesting that it is probably quite hungry. So I'm going to be sensible. I'm going to have a few crisps and then see how I feel. It's, what's the time now? Oh, it's only 11:20. I could have an early lunch. Lunch was meant to be, because I have my whole menu planned out, so I know exactly what I was eating every day and all that sort of stuff. So lunch was meant to be pan-fried scallops with bacon, black pudding and potato cakes, but I'm thinking that's probably just not going to be a sensible idea. So yeah, I'll have a few crisps and see how I feel after that, and then decide whether or not I'm gonna cook myself something. I've only got two, but it might be. I've got two super noodle type things. I can always go out and get different food. I mean, coming on and off campsite's not exactly an issue. There's a co-op about a 5-minute drive away. So yeah, could do that. I can sort of half maybe feel it trying to rain again, which is a bit of a pain in the arse. If it is, I really hoped it wasn't, but we shall see. I mean, the outer canopy here, apart from the glass, I say glass, it's plastic, but apart from the glassy bits, the window bits, is actually dry, mostly. So, but yeah, we'll see what's happening. I need to go and do the washing up. I just cannot be faffed this morning. I just feel so rough. But maybe getting up and doing some stuff, have some crisps, get up and do some stuff, will make me feel a bit better. I haven't actually been reading my book. I've been sat watching another YouTuber. So yeah, here comes the campsite owner with his lawnmower to mow the pitches that aren't being used. So yeah, I'll catch up with you guys later because he's quite noisy. Speak to you soon. Well, I think it's afternoon now. If it's not afternoon, it's getting bloody close. Anyway, afternoon, guys. It's been a hell of a slow day. I have managed to get my bits tidied up from last night. I've got rubbish bin going now. I've done the washing up from last night. I'm just tempting my stomach with some crisps. I've decided against having a full out lunch. I don't know. I don't know whether I'm scared to eat or what. No, I've said it all before. Please don't be raining. Yep, that's rain. Hang on a second. I've got to go and get my blanket in. Well, I didn't think it was meant to do this again today. But yeah, great. I'd actually, like, less than 10 minutes ago, checked to see how dry the tent was, to see whether I could get it down and abandon this and just go home where I can be miserable and not eating under the care of somebody else. I live at home with my mum. Yeah, don't ask. But now that it's started chucking it down, I can't take a wet tent home. And I'm not packing up in the rain, that's for sure. And it's really coming down, actually. Not as hard as last night, yeah, but it's definitely raining. I hope you can hear the rain on the tent. You know what, last week when I checked the weather forecast for this week, it was meant to be like 19, 20 degrees and sunshine. Maybe that's a part of why I sort of am tempted to just bottle it and go home. It's that the weather's not very nice. I'm on my own. I've got no one else to think about. It's not like I have to have a family holiday or anything like that. But yeah, this is just miserable. So at least I managed to to get back from washing up in time. It's literally only been like 5 minutes. I think what I might do is I might take my big chair inside. At the moment it is outside. It's not getting wet, I'm not getting wet. And snuggle up inside because it's not overly warm outside. It is warmer in my tent, which is nice. And, well, watch another film, I guess. I watched the first Lord of the Rings last night. I watched Indiana Jones, the first one, this morning. What should we do? Star Wars? Yeah, let's do Star Wars. Now then, should we do 4? Yeah, let's do episode 4. We'll go and watch that. I'll grab my my washing in. Because I just left it on the table out the front. And oh, and it stopped raining. But yeah, I'm thinking, yeah, I think you're right. Star Wars 4 sounds like a good idea. I will probably put it on in the bedroom, so I can show you the bedroom. Yeah, I'll show you the bedroom before I do Star Wars 4. I'm going to finish my crisps first. Because I think I'm a little bit hungry. But yeah, I'm just being really sensible about what I'm eating. I'm not going to eat anywhere near the amount of food I'd planned. So there will be some food waste. I'm going to try and keep as much of the frozen stuff frozen as I can. It won't last, but I will do my utmost. But yeah, there's going to be food waste, and I'm disappointed in myself for that. I should have been far more sensible about what I couldn't predict what was going to happen, so yeah. But yeah, it's luckily there's no pooling on the tent, which is good, which means it's pulled out tight enough and all that sort of stuff, so that's good. But yeah, this rain needs to bugger off. I'm done with it now. Really done with it, unfortunately. I suppose I'd rather it was raining than windy. But yeah. Such a shame the weather's crap. Mind you, last time I camped, the weather was 30 degrees, and that was far too bloody hot as well. Just need to find that happy medium, maybe like 23, 24, where I can actually be sat outside. A, not getting wet, and B, tanning. But yeah, anyway. I think there's some kids playing on the trikes like the parents and the adults were last night. Dad filming it. Maybe. I'm not sure. It was blue sky when I walked back. Blue sky. Not a lot of it. Oh, there's a tiny little patch of it just over in that direction. I'm pretty bad at guying my tent out, I've got to admit. There's a 6XL just over there, and they've got every single guy line down. And I do wonder whether I should tomorrow or tonight, if it dries up a little bit, get some more guy lines down on this. I'm pretty sheltered here. But it is moving quite a lot. Maybe it just needs a little bit more stability. I'm not actually 100% sure I've left enough space behind me to get guy lines out. I'm sure I'd manage. But I needed to make sure that I could get my car out and get my tent the way I wanted it. Because I asked for this picture specifically. And I can do what I wanted, which is great. I've managed it. But I'm a long way. I'm not central on the pitch, if that makes sense. But yeah. Landlord, whatever you want to call him, campsite owner. He's back lawn mowing again. There's been a lot of people left this morning. A lot of people have left this morning. I guess they're trying to do what I stupidly haven't thought about, which is half-term traffic. Which is part of the reason why I am possibly going to bail out on Saturday. Just so that I get an easier run home. Hopefully. Anyway, we'll have to see. It just is what it is, isn't it? Half term. Couldn't pick any other week though. It's just the way that this worked around with work and other bits of weekend stuff. So, but yeah. Anyway, I'll finish my crisps. And then I'll show you how I've got the bedroom set up. I better get tidy first, I suppose. But yeah, I'll show you how I've got the bedroom set up. Hey guys, as you can hear and probably see, the wind's got up and it's raining again, which isn't a great deal of fun. I went out a couple of hours ago, timed it absolutely beautifully so that just as it started raining, I went out to I went out to put the guys down that I hadn't put down. The only one I haven't done is this vent here, mainly because I'm actually pretty cold, and although it probably doesn't make a big amount of difference, I just don't want too much air coming into the bedroom. Yeah, I'm cold. I've got my blanket over my lap right now. I'm sat on my bed, trying not to nap because I want to think about cooking some dinner soon. So yeah. Yeah, I'm slightly concerned about the winds that are predicted for Saturday. They could be like 36-mile-an-hour gusts. Which, bearing in mind how wet the ground is, could mean anything, to be honest. But the trouble is that tomorrow is showing pretty wet as well, and if I bail out tomorrow, the tent's going to be soaked, and I don't really have anywhere at home where I can hang it out. I can hang the ground sheet out, that won't be a problem. But I need to get I need to keep get the tent packed away as dry as possible. So yeah, that's a bit of a pain. So that's why, although I still don't feel great, and I now think it is hunger. I'm gonna stick it out till Sunday because Sunday has got good weather. Technically, supposedly, it's getting warmer every day. Every time I check, it's up to like 21 degrees. I mean, granted, like late afternoon, but it's still showing as sunshine, mostly sunshine, clouds. So that should hopefully dry the tent off on Sunday. I've barely eaten today, so I will cook myself something. I'm not gonna film it because that's just a faff, to be honest, for tonight. I will probably, in all honesty, I'll probably just put a film on, sit in my bedroom, because it's just so fucking miserable out there. The wood's gonna be soaked, so there's no point trying to have a fire tonight. And yeah, just curl up with a film. I never did watch Star Wars. I was reading something on my phone through a website, and I keep getting SSL errors. It just won't let me load this website anymore. So I don't know what the hell's going on there, which is bloody annoying because I was enjoying reading what I was reading. So yeah, I've tried all sorts. I've tried different browsers. I've tried turning the phone off. I've tried airplane mode. I guess I need to check the next couple of things like time and date and network settings, but it was working fine this morning, so why it's suddenly not working fine now, it's just annoying. So I'm gonna keep myself wrapped up as much as I can. Got a blanket on at the moment. My sleeping bag's behind me as well. If I get much colder, I'll just dive into that. I think the weather has hampered me quite a lot this week so far. If it had been bright and sunny, things would have been very, very different. I think the fact that it's been so miserable has really made me feel crap. I don't think it's helped. But we'll see what happens. Maybe I get lucky and Sunday's weather will break on Saturday. Be nice if it does. But yeah, my big concern is just getting everything down dry. I can dry out the blanket that I had at the foot of the entranceway. That I can dry that on the clothesline. I can dry the ground sheet on the clothesline. Whilst I'm at work on Monday, because I work from home. So I'm not too worried about those, but trying to get this behemoth dry, it's just not. There's just nowhere up in the garden at the moment I can put it up. The garden's plenty big enough, but we've had work done, so we've got bits and pieces just laying around at the moment. Still does mean the chance of getting this up, if it's wet on Sunday, is slim. However, I want to get out of here as soon as I can on Sunday. I was going to ask for late checkout, but I've changed my mind. I'm going to get out of here as soon as I can on Sunday, simply because it's half term. It's been a bank holiday on Monday. Monday was a bank holiday, and I want to get home. I don't want to be sat in traffic. So yeah, but yeah, I'm gonna carry on doom scrolling on Instagram, because that's what I've been doing for about the last hour and a half, and then I'll cook some dinner and I'll bring you back while I'm eating dinner, maybe, just so you can see what I've got. But yeah, quiet, lazy night, because I'm just not in the mood. It's cold, I want to stay warm, and the warmest place at the moment is in the bedroom. And I can wrap up and all that sort of stuff. Hopefully it'll stop raining. It's meant to rain tomorrow, but it's not meant to rain Saturday. So hopefully it'll dry a bit more and it won't be too dewy on Sunday morning, which means I can get everything down nice and quick. I might have to modify how I set the tent up in the future. I can't not have the ability to walk on the carpet. So, yeah, it's a bit annoying at the moment. That I think my trainers and my Crocs are both outside at the moment. They're all covered, so I'm not too worried. But yeah, it's just a tad annoying that I don't like walking on the carpet, but it means the tent just gets filthy otherwise, if I don't put something down. But I don't know, come up with some other plan. I love the carpet, it's just so warm on my feet. And what I might do is I might get myself a massive woolen blanket or something like that that can go down in here in the bedroom, so that I'm not walking on basically cold floor. It's a bathtub tent. It's a fantastic tent. I'm going to try and get some shots and some video for you tomorrow. Some more video anyway. But yeah, it's a bathtub tent, so I mean nothing ever gets in. It doesn't get wet in here apart from when you can't close your water bottle. But yeah, it's just cold on my feet at the moment, so yeah, I mean second pair of socks maybe might help, but I just don't think it will make enough difference to make it worth it. Hopefully it will warm up in here once I start cooking. But yeah, we shall see. For those of you that are concerned about me cooking in here, please don't be. When I'm cooking, I have the front door open, which is obviously massive, which means everything vents through, so that there's no issues. Anyway, right guys, I'm going to catch up with you later because my phone's actually ringing and I need to check in with home. So yeah, I'll catch up with you guys later. I decided I would share some of my cooking with you. I can't promise to get the angle always perfect, but we have 4 fillet medallions which are cooking just nicely there. They're still slightly frozen actually, from when I took them out of the freezer at home, so they're going to have to be slightly more cooked than I would normally like, but because I freely admit I'm a bit of a rare and a blue person, but I'll cook those nice and slowly right on the edge. The gas is turned as low as I can get it, and then in this second pan just here, which isn't on yet, I'm going to chuck in the courgettes and the mushrooms. So the tomatoes will come onto here as well. I might have to put a bit more oil on. Quickly, let's do that. Then my little oil pot, isn't it cute? So I bought these pots for a completely different purpose, and I've discovered, oh crap, that they are perfect for this. Perfect little oil pourers. I've got another one that's got maple syrup in it. Woo! But yeah, that one's got oil in it, and I've got a third one at home doing nothing. So yeah, hopefully these will break apart in a minute and I'll be able to cook them a bit more individually than I am right now. But they can cook for a while. I mean, yes, I do normally like my meat very rare. I will go as far as saying I like my steaks blue. But it's not to be. It was not to be, Shirley. Put that back up to there. You can see which way the prevailing pan direction is. Right. Okay, guys. Well, I will. I'm actually really quite hungry and ready for this, which is good. Get out of it, fly. My dinner, not yours. So yeah, I'm going to let these cook nice and slowly. I'm going to put my potato cakes on, potato croquettes on, cook them nice and slowly, and basically ignoring this middle central bit here, which seems to be the hottest bit, and get my nearly. Is there a break there? There is a break there. Excellent. So that's one broken away. I think there's a break here. There is a break there, sort of. There we go. 3 fillet medallions. I thought there were meant to be 4 in a packet. This means there's another break somewhere, but never mind. That's fine. At least now I can cook these fairly individually. There's the break. Come on. Break, 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 break. Come on. Please. Please break. So I can cook you individually. Thank you. There we go. Excellent. Right, they can now cook to themselves, which will be nice, and I don't have to worry too much. I will, before I serve up, chuck a little bit of butter in here. And I've got some mixed herbs that I was meant to put in the meal last night, but I totally forgot. So I will probably, it's far too early to put them on. What am I doing? I'm not concentrating. I might pop that in the butter as well. So yeah, mixed herby butter. But we'll see. I was going to have peppercorn sauce, but we'll see how I feel. We'll see how I feel. Yeah, maybe I will actually. Get the kettle brewing in a bit. I've only got 2 hobs, that's the only problem. But we shall see. Right, anyway, yes, I'm going to crack on. In a bit, guys. So, dinner is served. I mean, how good does that look? Oh, ho, 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 ho. Anyway, yeah, I am going to sit and eat this by myself. I'm going to put film on. I haven't decided what yet. We'll decide what, well, work out what works. And yeah, I've snuck into the bedroom simply because it's just so much warmer in here, or it feels warmer in here. Slightly darker, for sure, but feels a bit warmer. So yeah, I will catch up with you guys a bit later. Bedtime, I guess, or end of film time, or whatever. If anything interesting happens other than it pissing it down with rain, we'll say that. All right then, guys, I'll speak to you later. Bye-bye. Hi guys, so it's not very late. It's like 9:30, 9:45. I've got to admit, dinner was amazing. Yeah, absolutely amazing. I've also realised I've got this at sort of the wrong angle. It just, yeah, anyway. So yeah, didn't quite get the potato croquettes very hot through. They were warm, they weren't cold. They were only warm, they weren't hot. Same with the tomatoes. So should probably have put the tomatoes on when I did. Or maybe chop them slightly differently so that they got a chance to warm through. They were quite big. So in light of the fact that it's colder tonight, and I haven't had the fire to warm me up nicely, I am in my hoodie. I've also pulled, I've left my sleeping bag open, so it's like a blanket, and I've pulled my other blanket on top as well, just in case. I can at least kick either, both off if I get too hot down here tonight. That's the only problem I've got with having a camp bed, obviously, is that any cold hair is getting underneath me. But between me and the camp bed, I've got a pad and a blown up airbed, which apparently has a 4.5R rating. But quite frankly, I've been really bloody cold in it before. But then that again might be the sleeping bag. Sleeping bag is meant to be say, like I said last night, it's a 4-season, but yeah, it's not. I mean, to be brutally honest, when I got it out of the bag when I first bought it, film's changed, a lot brighter. When I got it first out of the sleeping bag, I was like, this isn't very thick for a 4-season bag. But anyway, it's an OEX something. But it's an OEX something. Not sure. Anyway, so yeah, right. Anyway, as you see, I'm tucked in, ready for bed. Pretty sleepy. I actually forgot to take my medication when I had my dinner, so that's why I'm pretty sleepy. Body's not working quite right at the moment, so I'm gonna get an early night. I don't think it's gonna be a very good night because it's quite breezy out, and the tent is not moving, but it's shaking obviously. Everything's guyed down. So I'm pretty sure we're not going to go anywhere. I did a quick check. And everything looked pretty secure. So, but yeah, I'm going to fall asleep to the film that I've got on, which is The Two Towers, Lord of the Rings Part 2. And yeah, I'm going to fall asleep to that probably sooner rather than later, to be honest. But I'll catch you guys in the morning. Hopefully I feel a bit more awake and a bit more like doing some of the bits I've got with me to actually do. So yeah, I hope you guys all sleep well, or whatever you're doing at this moment. Anyway, so yeah, I'll bring you back if anything interesting happens overnight. I don't expect it interesting to happen. It's probably just going to shut down the rain and wind everywhere. But yeah, alright guys. Wish me luck for getting a good night's sleep, and I will catch up with you all tomorrow, where hopefully we'll have a slightly better day and I feel a bit more encouraged to do stuff and actually get out and about. I don't plan on leaving the campsite unless I drive out. I'm not going to walk out like I planned to yesterday, like I planned to tomorrow. Tomorrow I had a 8-9k walk planned, basically a circular route via a pub. But I don't think that's going to happen tomorrow. Mainly because the weather looks crap as well. No one needs to see. No one needs to get wet for the sake of getting wet. So yeah. Alright guys, I'll bring you back if anything interesting happens. Speak to you soon.
I am my mother, savage daughter. I will not cut my hair. I will not lower my voice.